That sound means another episode of Game for a Movie. It is episode 32. We've made it 32 episodes. It's crazy.
All right. We're here.
Still amazing to see us at this level. And we just recently hit a milestone. I don't know if you guys know this or not. We have one episode that is by itself 100 downloads.
Wow.
And then
that's pretty big.
And then we have 3 that are in the 90s.
Ooh, yay!
Okay.
So,
the 90s were a great time, so.
90s. The little bit you remember of it?
Right, yeah, I say that like I was there for cogent for all of it, but whatever, I'm totally 90s kid.
What's our number? I think I know the answer, but what is our most downloaded episode?
Our most downloaded episode is the original Vampire Boys.
Oh, hell
Vampires are hot.
Vampire
even
Boys
when
are hot.
They're not.
Well, and so one of our 90s is Vampire Boys 2. It's currently tied for 3rd in most downloads. People love the Vampire Boys.
We might have to pivot to vampire-only content.
Well, Andre, I don't know if you listened to the last episode, but we are talking about Vampire Boys 3, The Unfanging.
Yes.
The Unfanged.
The Unfanging.
Or titles not developed.
I cannot wait until The Unfanging. I am your host, Mike, for Game for a Movie. I am joined by...
Andre.
And Jill.
Nice. Welcome, friends. We are missing Mitchell. It is a Where's Mitchell episode.
Where in the world is Mitchell? San Diego.
Okay, so Mitchell leaves. We have a new theme song person.
That's basically a copyright.
You gave me the perfect opening.
It was perfect. No, it works. It was just more so a matter of, like, we lost one theme song person for another, and it works.
Yeah.
Jill, I happen to see you drinking on camera right now. What are you drinking?
It's not tea.
It's not tea.
Oh, why?
I'm not a grandma tonight. I am enjoying a local brewery, Hog River, so local to me in Hartford. It is Local 35. This is an India Pale Ale. It is delicious.
Yes, I love that. It's a great one.
You may recognize it as one of the many beer we won when we showed up for trivia and, took over like a boss.
Yeah, seriously. You guys won how many 4-packs? 4? 5?
With the table won 4.
The table won
4 packs, pretty well.
Yeah,
5 4-packs. That's insane. 20 beers.
We're very generous.
It was kismet. I was telling the story about how I totally didn't understand the lyrics to Shaggy Wasn't Me. And then we walked in, and you were monotonely reading those lyrics. And
it was very bizarre.
It is really weird.
For the viewers listening, I do know now what the meaning of the song "Wasn't Me" is about. He did it. He's guilty.
Yes, he is very guilty. Andre, are you drinking over there? You're the only one not on camera, so I can't tell.
I'm sorry, I don't have my web camera available. I am drinking. I'm also drinking locally. I'm drinking a Labyrinth Brewery beer, the Pan's Double IPA. I might have had it on a previous episode, but
nice. Pan's
Double IPA. It's pretty good.
I definitely have 2 drinks that I've never had before on the show. Claire and I ordered dinner, and we got a prickly pear margarita that was splittable. It's fantastic. It's really smooth, and it's kind of it's gonna do some wonders to my head later.
Fun Mike.
Yes, right. And then
Margarita Mike, they always call him.
Margarita Mike.
So absinthe Andre.
Absinthe.
Oh my God, Jesus! That paints the picture.
Name alcohol.
Jungle Juice Jill.
Oh yeah, there we go.
That's my first drunk night.
Oh jeez! Wow, we touched the nerve.
I love it. Jungle
Juice. Away from things.
No, we are sticking with these nicknames. Guess what? Everybody now has a nickname on the show. And
so what's Mitchell?
Manhattan.
He's not here.
Mitchell.
You can't be Margarita Mitchell.
Manhattan Mitchell.
Mezcal Mitchell.
Oh, Mezcal Mitchell.
Fancy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Mezcal. Yeah, I like it.
I like that a lot. And of course, Tequila T-Dog, because T-Dog's still with us.
Mm-hmm. Chardonnay Claire.
Yes, indeed.
Chardonnay Claire. I love it.
I love how 3/5 of our podcasts are all semi-tequila related drinks. Very good.
You're not wrong.
I'm just a hodgepodge of liquor.
What else is there with a J?
There isn't anything that I can think of.
Juniper? Like gin? That's a stretch.
Juniper, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll mull it
over.
All right. We'll think of something, but Jungle Juice Jill for now. And the other thing, I have a beer as well. The beer is from Armada Brewing, and it is called Alien Boy IPA.
Armada, is that local?
It's definitely East Coast.
Okay.
I don't know exactly. I think it's actually in like New York or something like that, but I could be way wrong. We do have this internet.
It is in, according to Google, East Haven, Connecticut. So
oh wow! So it is a Connecticut beer. All right. So hey, drink local, Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, we have these drinks. We also have some movies to talk about. Jill lost our challenge, and our challenge. What was it? A bracket challenge is what we officially went with.
I guess.
Yes, that's officially what we're going to say. So whoever had the worst bracket at this point because of March Madness, that's what we'll say.
And Jill's busted in half.
I flew so close to the sun, and then my entire bracket's gone.
Yep. So she will go last, as always, to build the suspense. I guess I will start. I had you guys vote because I had watched 2, and the other one is going to be used for hashtag Cash or Trash later in the show. You guys chose Boss Level, which is a Hulu original movie. It stars Frank Grillo, and it is... Huh?
Who?
Frank Grillo?
Question mark?
Yeah, Frank Grillo. So he was Crossbones in the Marvel universe. So.
Yeah, he's the guy that Cap beats up in the elevator.
Oh, that guy! Yep. I know him by the character's name.
Which
starts with a P.
Crossbones.
Crossbones. Yes, Crossbones.
I'll shout it out later. I recognize his face now.
I'm also wait. All right, so now I gotta pull it up because Frank Grillo's been in other stuff, of course. So Frank.
Rumlow.
Yes. Yeah, Rumlow. Brock Rumlow.
Not a P. Yes.
Yes. He was in The Purge, Anarchy. That's one that's like I watched.
Classic.
Yes, I've watched it a bunch actually.
No, I have not seen a single Purge movie. I have no idea how good they are.
I've been to the Halloween Horror Nights Purge themed house.
So
it was fun.
So I like the Purge movies. I'm not going to suggest them. You know what I mean?
Sure.
You know,
a guilty pleasure, if you will.
Guilty pleasure, yeah. They're enjoyable. The first Purge, I don't know. Well, we're getting way off track. He's only in the second and third Purge movies.
Is he one of the people that does the purging? One of the crazies that shows up to murder the innocent people?
So when they are protecting the presidential nominee.
The president gets involved. Okay.
Yes. Oh yeah. So basically, to go way off on a tangent, this presidential nominee finds herself among the people on Purge night, and Frank Grillo is her bodyguard.
Oh,
and
so he's the Gerard Butler of that movie?
Yeah,
he's the Gerard Butler. Yes, exactly. And I'm glad you said that because Gerard Butler is a great way to describe Frank Grillo.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a decent actor.
He's a Gerard Butler type. You're right.
Yeah, he's a decent actor, but he's just going to get action movie after action movie just because he's that like kick-ass looking guy. So Frank Grillo in this movie is stuck in a time loop, and he needs to figure out why. And in this time loop, he gets murdered every single day by a hit squad of assassins.
This is boss level, right?
Yes, this is boss level. Yes, this is the boss level. Yes.
Okay.
Purge 2 is different entirely, but this is boss level. So he has to figure out who's doing this to him, why it's happening, and how to get out of the time loop. Every day he dies from a different assassin killing him. We start the movie at like attempt 121. So he's been through this a lot. And it starts even with him waking up to a guy wielding a machete trying to kill him while he sleeps. And he like perfectly dodges it, and then there's a helicopter that comes in and like fires all these bullets. And then we get to the story, and he's like, I need to get there before this bus. And he doesn't get there before the bus. His bus clips his car, and he gets like thrown from the car into the bus and dies. And then it goes attempt 122, and like, you know, it's all over again. Basically so how far do you want me to spoil this? Because it is brand new. It is something you can watch on Hulu.
Okay, well, I guess this kind of spoils your thoughts, but would you recommend watching it? I guess that's really it, right? Like, would you recommend people go see this?
You're not getting anything you shouldn't expect on this movie.
Okay.
So this is Happy Death Day with testosterone.
Yeah.
So would you lose a lot from a plot from spoilers? How about that?
Is there a twist?
There is a twist.
Okay, well, let's not spoil the twist then.
Yeah, we'll not spoil the twist. But basically, I mean, like, I can tell you who else is in this movie, and you can kind of figure out who's going to be the good guy, who's going to be the bad guy.
Okay, I like that.
Naomi Watts is in it.
Okay.
The
recognize that name.
Guy who played Curly in the Three Stooges movie, because I'm not bothering to learn his name. I think it's Will Sasso, but I'm not bothering to learn it.
The new... Okay, got it.
The new Three Stooges movie, yes.
I have the face, yes.
Stooges movie?
Okay, 2012. It's not good.
Relatively new, yeah.
Yeah, new compared to the black and white shorts.
Right.
This is when I was not paying attention to cinema.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was.
I forgot this.
It was not good. It's something you should block out.
Who could forget the 2012 adaptation of Three Stooges? Such a classic.
Is it really 2012, by the way?
It is 2012. It's got a 51% on Rotten Tomatoes for those at home who are wondering.
And the problem is, it is just forgettable. It's just one of those comedies that just falls in that realm. It's not so bad it's good. It's not so good it's bad. It just is forgettable. But I will never forget the fact that this man played Curly, and I can't learn his actual name, so I just call him the man who played Curly in the Three Stooges movie.
Fair enough.
Excellent.
I'm sure he's very happy about that.
Yes. Hey, dude that played Curly in the Three Stooges movie, come at me. And then there's Mel Gibson. And
heard of him?
Yeah, and then who else? I gotta pull up the
Rising
actor. Michelle Yeoh.
Okay.
Yeah, Ken Jeong's in this.
Ken Jeong's in it. Yep.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Good actors right there.
It's a decent cast list. Just because you like recognize everybody, even the people that are like minor, you recognize. You've seen them in something. So he just needs to get to the bottom of why he's in this time loop and why the assassins are after him. There's a couple funny scenes that I think were good takes on it. So, for example, there's a part where like he gets so frustrated with his last attempt, and so like the machete guy, he has like this choreographed dance with kind of in the beginning where he just kind of avoids him, kicks him in the middle of the room, and the helicopter just firing bullets takes care of him. And so he doesn't usually kill him himself. But he's so frustrated with his last attempt that he just like wakes up and just like grabs a machete and just starts chopping the guy. And then he like, after he comes down from his stupor, he walks into the room and just kind of is sitting there like, oh my God, this is the worst day. And then he realizes, fuck the helicopter. And he just gets shot with 1,000,000 bullets per second. And then it's like attempt number 124, like it just goes.
Okay.
And so there's those kind of moments that are pretty funny. There's a part where he realizes there's a tracker in his teeth because he's trying to figure out how these assassins keep finding him. And it's taken this long. And so he pulls out all of his teeth trying to find it.
Oh, God.
And it's no. It's not a scene where they make you sit through it. But there's a part where he like looks at this guy and he smiles at him and you see like half his teeth are gone.
Oh, nice. Okay,
it's just like,
it's a jump cut. Okay, got it.
Exactly. I mean, there's a part where he does take out a tooth and it's a little excruciating. But
sure, but this isn't Saw.
It isn't Saw. No, it's not. It's not gratuitous torture porn.
Torture porn.
Yeah, it's not torture porn. Overall, I would say 3.25 out of 5 assassins.
Okay.
Sure. Like you're getting you know what you're getting. It's not overthinking. Like the plot's not particularly smart. It's you kind of see where it's going, and it's decent though. Like it has some good gags, and as far as time loop movies go, I love time loop movies. I've talked about Happy Death Day and Happy Death Day 2. Groundhog Day is one of my favorites.
Edge of Tomorrow or Live, Die, Repeat. I don't know what they call it.
I love that one too. Yeah, it's Edge of Tomorrow now. and they're making a second one. I'm in for.
They are. Wait,
yes.
what? I didn't know this.
They are. They are making a second one.
I need to see the first one.
Yes, the first one is really good.
Let's fix that show. We can watch.
Oh yes, please.
Yes,
it's very good.
Yeah. There's a second one coming. And I don't know what the plot's going to be or anything like that. I just know the actors signed on, and there's a script written.
Sweet.
I don't know if they've even begun filming. Maybe they have. I thought it was supposed to come out 2022. Maybe.
Oh God! I just read the title on Wikipedia.
What is it?
It's a sequel titled "Live, Die, Repeat, and Repeat" is in development.
That's got to be a temporary title. We're not gonna name it that.
Yeah. Ugh.
Who knows?
We're just gonna have to calling it Edge of Tomorrow, Edge of Today.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Oh, I like that one better, but
it's better than Live, Die, Repeat, and Repeat.
It's much better than that.
The guy who came up with a Die Hard, Die Another Day or whatever.
Oh my God.
Come up with that one.
No, to be fair, it was just Die Hard 2. We just misinterpreted the poster as the title Die Hard. That was
Die Hard.
Classic.
Die Hard 2. Die Hard with a Vengeance. Live Free or Die Hard. And It's a Good Day to Die Hard. That's the only one that you should skip.
It's a good day to
Die Hard.
Yes.
That's the last.
That's the last
one.
one.
Repeat and repeat.
Okay.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah,
similar.
It's a Good Day to Die Hard is crap.
Does somebody actually drop that line in the movie?
What?
It's a good day to die hard.
No.
Like, does somebody say it? How can you have that title and have nobody say it?
So, I'm trying to block this movie out of my mind. Somebody may say it's a good day to die, but they don't say it's a good day to die hard. So it's not a roll credits completely.
Okay, well that's where the part where the audience throws a spoon and says hard.
Yes. Throws a spoon. Who throws a spoon? I mean, literally. Yeah. So 3.5 out of 5 Assassins.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you would it's on Hulu, and it's worth a watch if you're interested. If the premise interests you at all.
It's like I said, you're not going to get anything crazy out of it. It's an action movie, popcorn, get it going. If you want to be on your phone, you're not going to miss anything huge. And Ken Jeong is bearable in it. I like Ken Jeong, and he gets a little over the top sometimes. He's pretty good in this one.
Okay.
You know? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Happy to hear it.
Yeah. Andre, what do you got for us?
All right, so I only talk about the most relevant of movies on this podcast.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm here to talk to you guys about the classic Pixar movie from 2013, Monsters University.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the reason so Jill and I have kind of just been filling in the backlogs of my Pixar canon, as it were, because I've missed a bunch of them, as it turns out. So we watched WALL-E some weeks ago, and that was great. And then Monsters University was another one of Jill's kind of pet favorites that we just kind of, on a lark decided to watch together a couple nights ago. So yeah.
I mean, Monsters University is pretty good.
It's in my top 5 Pixar films.
Really?
I guess, for somebody who loves, I feel like I talk about animated movies all the time on this show. For somebody who loves animation as much as I did, it's kind of surprising it took so long for me to watch this, but Monsters University kind of came out in the period where Pixar really started to open the window in terms of sequels. Like, for the longest time, Toy Story 2 was their only sequel.
Everything got greenlit for the sequels, then.
Exactly. It felt like everything all at once. Like, we had Finding Dory, Cars 2, Cars 3, Toy Story 4, Incredibles 2, just so many sequels, right?
I threw up in my mouth a little bit when you said Cars 2. Go on.
Yeah. And I don't know, this kind of came out of the period where I was kind of not over Pixar, but it wasn't on my radar as much, and I just never really got around to it until now. And I heard its reputation is kind of like I feel like even the worst critics of this movie have been like it's harmless, it's totally a fine, acceptable movie. And yeah, I just want to say at the top that I really enjoyed it. I'm a huge fan of Monsters Inc., the original. And I really attached to those characters. I thought even the plot in the little side canon plot in Kingdom Hearts 3, where you as a follow-up to Monsters Inc. was pretty charming in and of itself. But yeah, so I was definitely down for kind of a prequel adventure, learning a little bit more about Mike Wazowski and Sully's relationship.
James P. Sullivan.
James P. Sullivan. His full name too. Anyways, in case you haven't seen it before, Monsters University, it follows the two main characters from the original movie, Monsters Inc., Mike Wazowski, the small green monster, he's more the main character in this one, and this kind of follows his emotional journey about going to wanting to go into Monsters University, the top prestige college, for being a scarer. Mike always wanted to be a scarer since he's been little. So this kind of follows his emotional journey there.
Littler.
Yeah, littler. You're right, littler. Yes. He's kind of propped up to be a very much like he's putting in a lot of effort for something that he doesn't have as much talent in, which is kind of relatable in a lot of ways. You see him putting all this effort into being the best scarer he can be, and meanwhile, James P. Sullivan of the famous Sullivan clan kind of waltzes in, all talent, just is a naturally born good scarer, but doesn't put any effort in, and kind of just lollygags his way through classes. And so you can see these two butting heads. And Joe kind of described it as a perfectly to me as this is basically just Revenge of the Nerds in animated form.
You're not wrong on that, yeah.
Yeah, it's much closer. You had said it's like Animal House.
When going in, I thought it was okay. This is Monsters Inc., but Animal House, right? That was my guess, and you said it was more like a Revenge of the Nerds, which is very accurate.
Both of those films hit. They're all of those late 70s, 80s college films are rolled into Monsters University.
Right.
I love Animal House, so I'm just sitting here with the quotes just going to my head, like, did we quit when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? Just let him go, he's rolling.
Yeah, well, and then you can tell that obviously a lot of the people that worked on this film probably grew up with those movies, because there's a lot of love put into this. You can definitely tell. I mean, like, this is not... I would not say that this movie has the same emotional core as the Monsters Inc. original. Like, there's just no kind of same sort of emotional core that Sully and Boo had. But I wasn't really going in expecting that. I don't think it's worse. I don't think it's like a worse movie for that. It's just a kind of a difference. And I don't know. I mean, this definitely isn't a super surprising film. Obviously, we know where a lot of these characters end up for Monsters Inc. That's kind of the problem with prequels, is that you kind of really already know where everyone's going to be.
Right.
But, I mean, the journey there is a satisfying enough watch. I will say the animation, it looks great, especially if we compare the two films side by side. I mean, Pixar is always on the cutting edge of animation, but you can tell they were really flexing with the fur technology, as it were. Sully, particularly,
the fur
awesome.
Technology.
Yeah, they were definitely flexing pretty hard. I will say I love the side characters in this movie. Seeing Helen Mirren and Nathan Fillion show up for the villainous roles, as it were, the antagonistic roles. It's great. Yeah. Nathan Fillion plays the smarmy top frat bro, and it's just great. He's perfect.
I can't believe he fits in that role.
I know, me too. Like, you wouldn't think like Johnny that kind of character is like really like frat, dude. Like, okay, you're a little old to play college student, bro, but
you buy it.
He pulls it off its stride.
He could totally do it.
No, he totally did. Yeah, and
you get to meet the guys of Ooze Macappa.
Yeah, Ooze Macappa. They're all kind of lovable in their tropey ways. Charlie Day is great as what's Art. Yes, he was definitely my favorite of the Motley Crew. Ooze Macappa is the Motley Crew that Sully and Mike are in. They're the nerdy frat, as it were, that aren't scary at all, but they're wanting scares. Yeah, It's a very charming film all around. I mean, obviously it's Pixar, so you know you need to expect quality as long as it doesn't have cars in its name. Ouch. Yeah.
Dude, I even liked Cars 3. Cars 2 was just trash.
To be fair, in deference to that, I have not seen Cars 3 because I hated Cars 2 so much. Cars 1 was fine. I have not seen Cars 3.
Cars 3 hit in a way I did not think it was going to hit me.
Okay.
And I was like, all right, you know what? Is this my favorite Pixar film? Absolutely not. But this is better than Good Dinosaur and definitely better than Brave.
Yeah, it's good enough. I agree with that statement. I don't think Cars 3 is going to be high on anybody's list, but it's decent enough where you're just like, okay, and they have some moments where you're just like, oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Touching, I like that.
Yeah, okay, yeah. All right, cool. We'll put it on the watch list.
Heart full, eyes sad.
Anyways, just to wrap up my thoughts, I would give this movie probably a similar rating, really, 3.25 popped collars out of 5.
Oh, popped collars! I like it.
Yes,
all right.
Nathan Fillion's popped collars definitely a sticking point for me for this.
Okay.
So I would say that, like, in a more direct comparison, I was I was alluding to a little bit of sequel fatigue with Pixar films. I definitely came out of this enjoying it more, feeling like it was a more worthwhile movie than I did with Incredibles 2. Incredibles 2 was probably more like that didn't really need to happen, I guess. You know?
Okay, so I'm thinking to myself now, what did I like better, Monsters University or Incredibles 2? And I feel
they're very different films. That kind of it's an unfair comparison, but just as to me, they're just Pixar follow-ups. That's the only similarity.
Well, it's just more so comparing it just because, I think those are good comparisons, more so because I think I had the same level of out of it.
Okay.
My stance with Incredibles 2 is that the first one is fine. It doesn't hit me the way that it hits a lot of people, and I know that a good portion of the population actually ranks that movie very, very high.
Myself included,
And when I found out they were making a second one, my biggest disappointment was that they weren't time jumping, because I really wanted to see what Violet and Dash, right? Yeah, that's his name. Dashel, and even Baby Jack, what they would be like growing up older, being like the first wave of new generation.
You wanted a next generation of
I wanted the next chapter in the story, not the next day. And Monsters University, besides being a college film, and I love college films, I like the fact that the way they mitigated this was they made it a prequel, and they did it with enough care that it works.
Yes, definitely. It doesn't ruin any characters critically. So
I was going to ask you that. Do you feel that it blends well with what comes later? I mean, it doesn't tear apart the legacy of Monsters Inc.
Right,
the first one.
So it's been a while, but I felt that, and maybe I'm wrong about this, wasn't Randall in it?
Randall Boggs. Randy Boggs.
Yep,
I feel like Randall got less scary to me going back to Monsters Inc. That's the only character. That's the only character that I'm thinking here. Going, okay, maybe that character got. I don't even say ruined, but just something changed about my opinion of them.
His perception. Yeah. I would agree.
He's kind of a nothing character.
To go back and rewatch
in Monsters University to clarify.
Yeah.
They introduce him. He's not what you think he's going to be.
Yeah.
And then as the story plays out, it's just like, oh, he's a character on the board. We don't really know what to do with him, so we're going to move him over to another side of the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't really... It's lazy.
Yeah, a little bit. But, I like seeing Randall being a shitheel, for lack of a better phrase. But, yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed him there.
Yeah. All right. So, that brings us... Jill, you've been waiting.
Oh, boy. Yes.
Once you selected the movie, I was really excited for this episode. So, can you tell us what you watched and the whole synopsis? Let's just go with it all.
Oh my god. So, for those of you who might not know, I really love Muppets. I'm a big fan of Jim Henson. I'm a big fan of anything the Jim Henson Company has done. I was a big advocate for the Dark Crystal Uprising.
R.I.P.
All of these great things with Muppets. Bring them back. Let's have a Muppet Renaissance. When I was, doing the blowing the horn for the Muppet Film Renaissance, I did not envision Happytime Murders as being the film that's like, yes, we're here, we're taking up that mantle, challenge accepted, we're going to usher in the felt renaissance of Muppet films. And I finally decided it was time. I needed to watch it. And since I lost the March Madness bracket, well, why not? So, let me read you the synopsis.
Okay.
And this breakdown is going to be divided into some parts. So let's do the synopsis first.
Can I also tell you, I've got a movie for you from a buddy of mine. He has a puppet movie called Head.
Okay. Oh boy.
Oh no.
And I need to find it, but I think it's about, it's cabin in the woods, cannibals, I think.
I can get on board with that. I like a good horror puppet film.
It is supposedly awful. And I'm saying this with my buddy, he may be listening, and I hope I'm not saying anything bad. If we do ever watch this movie, I want to have him on there. So let me find it. Sorry. You go. I will look it up.
Okay. Oh, it's on Tubi.
It used to be on Prime. I remember that too.
So, Synopsis first. In an LA where puppets and humans coexist, a down-on-his-luck detective teams with his ex-partner to nab a killer targeting the cast of an old TV show. That is the Happytime Gang, which was a TV show.
Okay.
So, part one of this, let's talk about good things. So, puppeteers who are in this that I recognize, Bill Barretta, Kevin Clash, Brian Henson, and the guy who played Puppet Abed in Community.
Puppet Abed!
Yeah, exactly. I have never seen Community, but all of the people who know I like puppets and Muppets are like, there's this one episode and there's this Puppet Abed. I'm like, I don't know who that is, but cool.
You have never seen Community. No. We gotta talk.
Seen it. For those of you who might be not in the loop, Bill Barretta is probably most famously known as playing Pepe the Prawn, who first appeared in Muppets in Space. Okay. Kevin Clash was Elmo, and he appears in a few other Jim Henson productions in the mid-'80s and '90s, and then Brian Henson is Jim Henson's son. This is actually Brian's first director's credit since Muppet Treasure Island, so yay, back in the director's chair.
Muppet Treasure Island.
And that's where the good things stop.
Yes, well, you know why the good things stopped? Because you haven't seen Community.
Yeah, because... So... I will say that this, to be clear, these are not Muppets. These are puppets. Muppets are a different thing. They are owned by Disney now. So if I accidentally slip up and call this the naughty Muppet movie, I really mean puppet. For those who are also curious, this was created by Henson Alternatives. I like it.
Okay.
And yeah, I actually took notes this time. I did my homework.
Oh my.
So... the film starts off and we're introduced to our detective, Phil Phillips. He is your classic Dick Tracy type, chomps on cigarettes.
Didn't he win American Idol?
What?
Didn't he win American Idol?
Phil Phillips?
Philip Phillips?
No, this is Phil Phillips.
Oh,
Not Philip Phillips.
Okay, Philip Phillips.
I think Philip Phillips did win American Idol, but I had stopped watching by then.
It's just a joke that way too far.
So we're introduced to our former cop, now detective,
American Idol
main
winner.
character, Phil Phillips. You know, like I said, Dick Tracy type. If you've seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which I wrote down, that would be an amazing crossover. He is very similar to that character. You know, something happened to him in his past that kind of took him off his all-star career. Now he's kind of washed up and just done with life and just kind of going through each day, drinking a lot of alcohol and smoking ungodly amounts of cigarettes.
Okay.
Maya Rudolph plays his secretary at his little detective agency, and they have good chemistry together. I will say that all of the human characters that are in this film, I think, are having a great time, and quite a few of them have an improv background, which plays well with everything that's going on. Mm-hmm. I do love all the puppetry. There's some really well-designed puppets, and Detective Phillips drives a green car, which made me very happy, because Kermit.
Okay.
And as we're setting up the world, it becomes rapidly clear that this is just not a world where puppets and humans exist. This is a world where puppets were once puppets, but have now gained sentience and are living in the world a la Bright.
Like I'm just imagining it like treat the event like the blip, like the sentience happening. You know what I mean? Like
they don't have a name for it. They never refer to like the awakening.
The awakening. That's right.
It's just creepy knowing that knowing that the characters know that there was a time when puppets were puppets, and now they're treated as
I feel like I think I like that actually. I think it's very silly.
It's weird. I don't like it.
So if you build a puppet in this world, does it just immediately come to life, or does it like take time?
Or maybe it has to reach puberty, like maybe years after creation.
All right, so puppets age. They do age.
Right.
They've established that.
Okay.
We do not see any puppets come into existence, but we see them die. Okay. Lots and lots of different ways.
Okay, so is it super fucked up if a puppet dies and then people use it as an actual puppet?
I mean, they have sex puppets to be.
Yeah, right. Like where's the morality on that? That's what I want to know.
But what about sock puppets?
They're making an income. I don't know. I'll get to this. Actually, sort of comes up in a moment.
Okay.
But yes, this is a world where puppets are now living and treated as 1.5, like 2.5 citizens, or not like full, like they are full citizens, but they are still not treated very, very well. Phil Phillips was once the first puppet cop, but he was the first and the last, so something went down there.
Did he win any singing competitions?
What?
Did he win any singing competitions? I'm sorry.
I'm not saying, but apparently he's a great dancer.
Oh,
okay. They brought that nugget of info throughout the film.
All right, I'm done with that joke. It's done. All right.
And throughout the opening scene, we get to see Puppet's eye get stolen. We get to find out that no one really cares when a puppet dies, and if you cut a puppet, it bleeds fluff. Great things I've always wanted to know.
I cut you open. What color do you bleed?
And to my horror and sadness, Precious Walter from the 2011, I believe, Muppets film that Jason Segel did, he's getting held up in the background. There's a gunpoint. Poor Walter, what did they do to you?
Oh, poor Walter. Okay.
No, exactly. What did this whistling Muppet do? This is not even the first 10 minutes. So the plot gets going with Detective Phillips meeting his new, I can't even remember what a detective, like when you have like someone who hires you to do the thing, like I need you to investigate. I don't have the word for it. But
client?
Client, thank you. His new client shows up, and she is sultry. That's a good way to describe that.
Oh, okay. I remember her from the trailer. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
She's a former sex puppet who enjoyed her job and probably still does because she really is, she's thirsty. But someone's blackmailing her, so she needs him to investigate into this because she can't have the dirty laundry getting aired out.
Okay.
So she gives him the ransom note, the blackmail note. He's like, all right, I'm going to go investigate this. Which takes us over to a new setting.
Okay.
Puppet Pleasureland, the puppet porn shop. Yeah.
Oh, no.
And what goodies await us in the Puppet Pleasureland?
I don't know I don't think I want to know.
Well, you don't have to wait long because Detective Phillips walks in. He sees looking around for the guy who works there, who's a vulture puppet. And the guy's like, oh, just 1 second, and opens a door. And it's a head shake. It's a no. It's an octopus milking a cow puppet.
Oh.
It's...
Oh.
And,
wait, alright, so is, like, if a hand goes up the puppet, is that fisting, or is that, like, puppets?
They don't touch that one.
Okay.
There is no human puppet in sexual intercourse.
Because that's what I was wondering, is like, okay, is this sexual or not? Because that's where my mind went.
The octopus milking the cow is sexual.
Right.
This is being recorded for those who enjoy it at home.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the reason we're at the Puppet Pleasureland is because Detective Phillips, like any good puppet man, he reads his porn. He recognizes that one of the letters cut out in like the blackmail note goes to is a letter for one of the a magazine's cover.
Playtoy?
Nope.
Oh.
What is it called? Puppet Pussy?
Oh.
Yeah.
They don't even hide it. They're just puppet pussy.
Right. I wrote them all. I wrote every other porn, all the other porn mag names, but I didn't write this one. I think it's
Wait, you wrote down all of the other ones?
Yeah, because world building.
Oh, right. This is some good lore. It's very critical.
Something puppet pussy. I can't remember what it is, but that's Then they say the name twice, just in case you missed it.
Oh.
Other magazines that one can buy at Puppet Pleasureland include Ass Puppet Jamboree, Puppet Chicks with Puppet Dicks, and Chicks with Big Asses.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I know where I need to go now.
So he gets the magazine, he looks at the cover, he figures out that the letter P matches the P on the cover, and we get this wonderful line, looks like this mystery is brought to you by the letter P. And then the porn clerk says, oh, if you like P...
Oh, no.
Wow.
Oh no. We gotta drive home that we're puppets that are also sexual in nature.
Wow. Oh, yeah. No, these puppets are thirsty. This is also the location where the plot actually really starts to ramp up. So within this world is the show Happytime, the Happytime Gang. We find out later that it was the first show, like, with a puppet cast that was sentient, that was, like, embraced by larger society, and it's going into syndication.
Okay.
And it has its own cast of characters. One of them is Detective Phillips' brother Larry. Another is Elizabeth Banks. She's the human cast character. And there's a few others. But while Detective Phillips is in the porn shop, he runs into Bumbly.
What's
his full name?
Oh.
It is Augustus Bumbly Pants.
Oh, okay.
Who's a character from the Happytime Gang, puppeted and voiced by Kevin Clash.
Okay.
And
that's the Elmo guy?
Yeah, the Elmo guy.
Okay. Cool.
Yes, the Elmo guy.
I know, I'm sorry I'm hurting you inside, but I don't know this stuff like you do.
It's okay. And Bumbly's acting kind of weird. He doesn't want to be seen. Is it because he's in a porn shop? Is something else afoot? And while Detective Phillips is in the back looking at the records because he's trying to figure out who gets the magazine.
Yeah.
A trench coat wearing, fedora covering per individual. Mm-hmm. That's definitely human shaped and sized. Comes in and commits puppet massacre. He shoots the vulture puppet, kills him, blows him to stuffingarines, blows the stuffing out of him.
Okay.
And poor Augustus Bumbly Pants pees glitter in fear. Then he lays eggs, and then he gets shot to death.
Okay. Stufferines.
All right.
Stufferines. He peed fucking glitter.
You laid an egg.
And laid eggs. Because he's a bunny. Get it?
Oh.
Okay.
I don't think we knew he was a bunny.
Yeah, I did not know that.
He's a bunny.
Okay.
I buried the lead on that one.
Okay,
and
so it makes a little more sense, I guess. But they still don't lay eggs.
No, they don't lay eggs.
Easter Bunny did.
But the Easter Bunny, yeah, right.
Well, if you go by Rise of the Guardians, he doesn't lay eggs. He just paints them.
Oh. Okay. Well, now we're mixing canons here, and I'm just losing the thread.
I don't want Hugh Jackman involved in this.
Yeah, right.
Hey, everybody, happy Easter yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday was Easter.
Oh,
Happy Easter, everybody.
God damn it.
If you're wondering, how did Detective Phillips, this chiseled, grizzled, chain-smoking dude miss all of this? It's because to get to the back office, he had to walk by, like, a number of different porn film theaters.
Okay.
And in the office is a porn playing of a human male being dominated by a Dalmatian dog puppet. And...
Wait, I thought you said that there wasn't any...
They're not having intercourse.
No, he's being dominated. That doesn't always include intercourse.
Okay, I guess not.
There ain't no intercourse. But he is being dominated by a Dalmatian.
Okay, wait. Do we know who this person is? Have you seen him before?
No.
Okay, because I'm wondering...
I tried to figure out who that was.
Ready to loop it all back together? We're going to loop it all back together. Here we go, ready?
I was wondering if it was, like, secretly, like, maybe it's Jason Segel, maybe it's, like...
So if it is what's his name? Shoot, I can't think of his name. Screw this.
What's happening?
IMDb. I'm tying it all together. Just get ready for it. So the character is Dean Pelton in Community.
Oh.
Wow.
Whoever played him, because I can't remember his name off the top of my head, and this is killing me because you're going to be like, oh wow, why did that take so long? Jim Rash,
okay,
who plays Dean Pelton in Community, had a Dalmatian fetish. Boom!
Oh, snap.
Yeah, so if you saw Community, it might have been him.
Yeah, there you go.
He was ball-gagged and strapped to a bed being dominated by a dog that was definitely going to pee on him.
And if it's like Dean Pelton, he enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah. Thankfully, we don't see the dog pee.
Damn.
But... now that there's murders happen at this porn shop, let's meet some more human characters. Starting with our main human character lead, Melissa McCarthy.
Melissa McCarthy.
I almost called her Melissa McCartney. Melissa McCarthy. She plays Detective Connie Edwards. She is Phil's ex-partner. They had a falling out. Though apparently they used to be two peas in a pod, like Batman and Robin, really good at solving cases together. But she has a big heart-on of puppet hate for Detective Phillips and pretty much all puppets. We'll find out why later. We also meet the lieutenant.
She's the detective in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, where he hates cartoons.
Basically.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
All right, keep going. Sorry. Lieutenant.
And then we also meet their lieutenant, who is played by Leslie David Baker, who, if you are a fan of The Office, it's Stanley!
Oh, Stanley!
And it's just so refreshing to see Stanley, / Leslie.
Yeah.
And he looks like he's having a great time.
Good.
So a murder...
Oh, good.
So a murder's gone down... Detective Edwards, Melissa, she's automatically saying, like, I think we can figure out who the perpetrator was, looking at you, ex-Detective Phillips. Thankfully, I'm just going to call him Lieutenant Stanley. Lieutenant Stanley is like, no, we're actually going to try and figure out what this case is. You two are going to have to work together like grown adults, which shockingly takes a while, because they really hate each other, so we get to enjoy some wonderful comedic scenes of them hating each other so much that they get into physical altercations that include her biting ex-Detective Phillips's dick.
Okay.
But we don't... Okay. In a hot tub.
I know all of those words were English, but the way you constructed them, I'm lost.
I'm not finding the arrangement of them very well.
I'll explain.
Okay. I was afraid of that.
So, they are paired up to figure out, like, to kind of do some investigating as to, like, what happened at the pawn shop. Was this a hit? Was this a robbery? Except it's quickly shown it's not a robbery because they left all the cash.
Right.
We know that Augustus Bumblypants was a character on the Happytime Gang.
Okay.
So maybe there's a connection there. It's about to go into syndication. As I mentioned earlier, ex-detective Phillips, his brother Larry was also on the Happytime Gang. And Larry's changed a bit in the years since it was on TV. He got a nose job. He bleached his felt to be less blue.
Okay.
And he had, like, a stitching tuck to be more handsome.
Okay.
Very interesting things that you can do to a puppet.
You paused on bleaching weird, and I thought we were going a whole different direction.
Yeah.
Well, in the movie, it's treated weirdly.
Okay. Yeah. Well.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I understand the coding there. So, they're all sad about Bumblypants dying. Mm-hmm. But, because of the syndication happening, they're all about to get a really big financial payout. And the way that contracts are written up is that if they don't have any spouses or heirs, their share gets spread amongst the remaining cast members.
Okay.
So.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. So that kind of starts the wheels in motion.
Yeah.
And then the next murder victim is ex-detective Phillips' brother, Larry. He gets killed he gets ripped apart by dogs.
Okay.
Real dogs, not puppet dogs.
Oh my god.
He gets ripped apart by puppet dogs.
Okay.
While his hot tub girlfriend is out of the hot tub making margaritas.
Oh.
So she can't hear it until it's too late.
Because she's got all right.
Because the blender's going and Larry's getting ripped apart. It's a great time.
Oh, God. Margaritas, yay!
Yep. So, while this is, happening, we get a little more backstory on ex-Detective Phillips and Detective Edwards' relationship. They used to be really close. We get to see footage of them having, like, partying with the Happytime Gang. So you see that there was... What?
Was Best Friend playing? People, let me tell you about my...
No.
Oh, all right. I may need to edit this out now because we might owe money. No!
So we see that they were close at one point, like, good friends, not, like, romantically.
Yeah.
So Larry is dead. Phillips is angry. Detective Edwards shows up making funny jokes before realizing that it's Larry, which is what leads to them getting into fisticuffs in a hot tub. And, like, he bites her boob, so she, like, wrestles him down Lynn tries to drown him, and then he, like, turns the tables on her. So she, like, manages to, like, pull him like a towel, and that's how she bites his puppet dick.
Oh.
I cannot demonstrate, and I will not.
Yeah, please don't. I'm sitting in the room next to you. Please don't.
I've never been so happy that we're an audio-only podcast.
Yeah. So this is when Lieutenant Stanley is like, you guys need to knock it off and grow a pair and figure this stuff out. Get it done.
I would grow a pair, but she bit it.
You know what? It clearly didn't leave, like, a lasting problem for ex-Detective Phillips. So now there's a murder. There's multiple murders, which means there's somebody out there looking to whack off the Happytime gang. Things are getting real. So we move now to a new setting, Skittle Row, the stuffing ghetto, to meet another character from the Happytime gang, because now they're going to interview all of them to kind of figure out what's going on.
Okay.
This character is also played by Kevin Clash. His character is named Lyle. Even though, as I said, he's a member of the Happytime gang.
Cool.
And now he's a drug lord. And this is the part of the movie where I find out for puppets and Melissa McCarthy.
McCarthy?
Sorry, it's like Paul. And for Melissa McCarthy's character, that puppets snort sugar because it's like ecstasy.
Oh.
And we get to see her snort some sugar.
What?
And she likes it.
Wait, so puppets are like, they have the same biological response to sugar that we do to cocaine? Is that what they're trying to...
Ecstasy.
I'm sorry, ecstasy.
I think it's supposed to be like well, can you snort? Maybe it is cocaine. I've never done either.
Just whatever. They establish it as a hard drug.
It's an upper. I can tell you that.
We are very clean people here at Game for a Movie.
Right.
Here, let me sip my alcohol while I talk about this.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Right, we only do downers here.
Yeah. So she goes on a sugar bender. It's a rave. Lyle gets whacked off, as in killed.
Oh, okay. I was like, not clear.
Wait, did you say whack?
This movie ruins my brain. Lyle dies.
So is there an octopus and cows involved, or what? Wait, no.
Not in the sugar bender.
Okay.
They don't come back, thank God. I also don't think they were killed in the porn. I think they survived the porn shop massacre.
Okay. The porn shop massacre.
So more characters of the Happytime gang are dead. That really only leaves Elizabeth Banks' character. We'll get to her in a moment. We don't really know who's murdering the cast of the show. We're not really sure what the deal was with the client who showed up in Detective Phillips' office at the beginning of the film. But don't worry, because in the next scene, she's coming back. And like I said, she's thirsty. And this is where, for anyone who saw maybe the Red Band trailer, where the gratuitous puppet sex happens.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. I did, and I saw this trailer, and it was like, oh, I should see this. And then I never did, and I'm so glad I didn't.
My note for this is just the letter U.
Okay.
Lots of them.
Brought to you by the letter U.
Yeah, brought to you by the letter yuck. I don't know what this part was for. I understand that Jim Henson really resented the fact that a lot of people did not think that Muppets could be serious. They had to be for kids. Which is why something like Avenue Q, which has not aged really well, was so revolutionary when it came out in the early 2000s, because it really showed that puppets or Muppets could be used in adult entertainment tastefully.
Yes, I agree.
This is not tasteful.
Somewhat tasteful.
Somewhat. You know what? I didn't like crank collars, so this was not made for me. But I don't know who this was made for.
Crank collars, crank yankers?
Yeah, crank anchors.
Okay. No, I was trying to understand the reference. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, crank anchors. I didn't watch that.
Okay.
But I just don't know who this scene was for, other than the fact that they could do it, so they did do it. And if anyone has seen Food Fight, the ending orgy is more tasteful than this.
Oh.
You know what that ending Food Fight orgy has? It has meatloaf. Because it would be,
no.
It's a song.
I know.
I do anything,
I would do anything for love. Oh, we're going to owe so much money after this episode.
I think we're sing just enough of the song that it falls under fair use.
It's under 15 seconds, I think. So, and we're singing this versus actually, like, playing out loud.
We're not playing the audio.
Yeah, okay. We're good. We're good.
So, epic puppet sex happens. You know what?
Epic?
To the film's credit, I mean, it's epic because it's long, and it's notable that, you know, clothes don't, like, actually come off. Like, I don't see I don't see puppet tits in this movie.
Okay, puppet sex scenes, Team America World Police versus this. What is...
I've never actually seen, I don't like a marionette tree.
Okay.
To be particular.
We're getting into a lot of things here. Okay.
I've never seen, whatever that project
Team America World Police?
Yeah, I know of it, I haven't seen it.
But it has Matt Damon.
I didn't know Matt Damon was in it.
He's not really in it.
Okay.
There's a puppet of Matt Damon that just says, Matt Damon. And it's hysterical. Alright, keep going. Sorry, I'm distracted.
Yeah, so epic puppet sex happens with the client lady who showed up earlier. This is also about the time where we finally get to hear, like, all of the backstory about why Detective Edwards and ex-Detective Phillips hate each other. Basically, 20 years ago, there was a robbery. There was a culprit who was getting away, who took her hostage. Detective Phillips had to take a shot. He did, but he missed. He missed so badly that his bullet hit an innocent bystander puppet, killing him in front of his daughter.
Oh.
And Melissa has just never forgiven him, and that's why ex-Detective Phillips is the last puppet cop.
Okay.
There's that backstory. So, at this point, I've talked a while. I'll just wrap it. I'll pick it up towards the end.
Okay.
So we still don't really understand what's going on. Like, who's killing all the puppets. We meet Elizabeth Banks' character. Like I said, she was the only human actress on the Happytime gang. She's also, like, a former flame of Detective Phillips. She claims she's innocent, and then she gets killed in a fireball explosion when she gets into her car and dies. So, yay! That was great.
Okay.
As all of this is starting to happen, Detective Phillips is slowly starting to get framed for all of the murders because he happens to be around them or connected to them. So he gets taken in, and they have a star witness. And it's this horny client girl from the beginning. Whose name is, and I should have said it earlier, Sandra White.
Okay.
Played by someone who I don't recognize. Dorian Davies. So yeah, Sandra White is there. She's like, yep, I saw him do it. He has he's a hard on for murder. He wants to kill them all because then he'll get the money. Ha 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 ha. And this is the time in the movie where I got to see some puppet pussy.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
why though?
Was that the Basic Instinct style?
Yeah, because Basic Instinct did it. And at this point, the film had not dropped enough breadcrumbs to help you figure out who might be the actual murderer. So they found a way. Like life. They found a way.
Oh, no.
And that is by, her sultrily uncrossing her legs, showing full bush and clit, and then recrossing, and Detective Edwards saying, I guess the carpet doesn't match the drapes.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, questions, comments, concerns?
Well, so I know on a previous episode, we wondered how much dick made it rated R versus NC-17. So how much pussy makes it rated R versus NC-17?
I mean, this one clearly, it's less than 30 seconds.
Okay.
Let's find out how to become NC-17. This is definitely not the best way to do this.
Probably not.
LA Times will tell me from 1993. They haven't changed the rules since 1993, right?
Wow.
Sure they haven't.
I don't know if I can multitask this. We need Mitchell, even though I'm the librarian, we need Mitchell's investigative skills.
I would, Andre, ask your questions, because this is...
Yeah, buy some time.
Yeah.
No, well, I'm sorry, now I'm down this rabbit hole and I'm searching it too. NC-17 versus R is not the greatest search, but whatever.
All right, so according to the Hollywood Reporter, at least with regards to actually having sex, in a post in a thing titled "So How Many Thrusts Get You an NC-17 Rating?"
Wow.
3 to 4 seconds.
Okay.
You can get away with it, but if it lingers for 30 to 40 seconds, then you're in NC-17 territory.
They're kind of they're applying
let's apply those rules to puppet pussy.
We're less than 30 seconds. Okay.
Less than 3 to 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Sure.
However long it takes for her to uncross and cross her legs, probably basic instant style. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. I'm a little mad I went down this rabbit hole, but I was curious.
So all of this culminates with now clearly the client is onto something.
Yeah.
So Melissa and Maya Rudolph go to her house, and they it's a very fake looking home. So they find a hidden door in the wall. They open it up, and the Sandra White's evil plan is revealed, and it turns out that she was the daughter of the dad who Detective Phillips accidentally shot 20 years back.
Oh.
And all of this has been a revenge quest. So in the name of revenge, hooray!
Vengeance.
So unfortunately, Maya Rudolph's character is a bit of a moron and clicks the tape recorder that says "play me," and the whole room bursts into flames. So bye-bye evidence.
There it is. Yep.
And then I zoned out for a little bit.
Is your notes just say fugue state or something like that?
I entered a fugue state. And I commented that, damn, this movie likes smoking way too much because they're puppets.
Yeah.
They can. And it ultimately culminates with Sandra White revealing her identity. And in a twist-ish part that I kind of liked, she admits that at first it did just start off to be revenge because, he hurt her, she wants to hurt him.
Mm-hmm.
But then she turned out she really liked killing, so she just kept doing it. I'm like, oh, she discovers she's a psycho. I like that. A comment I wrote. And the finale is she's trying to get away on a plane. She takes Detective Edwards / Melissa hostage. So ex-Detective Phillips has to take the shot. Okay. And do you think he chokes this time?
No.
Yeah, no, he hits her right in the head and she's dead. Not Melissa, the puppet.
Oh, I was just going to say, yeah, he definitely choked and she's dead. No.
We also find out that her hair is dyed. It's not actually red. It's purple. So the carpet does match the drapes. Okay. Yeah, we find that out. And
I'm glad they left no stone unturned.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no stone was left unturned right there. And the movie comes to a nice, uproarious ending with a sing-along a la most Muppet-y or Muppet-themed, puppet-themed things. And you know what? This movie sucks. My final note was 20 minutes too long. What was Elizabeth Banks doing here? She should have just... She's not actually dead. Spoiler. She was in on it, sort of.
Okay.
She's maybe married. This is in the fugue state part that I entered. I missed the part where Elizabeth Banks is actually not dead and working with Sandra and also secretly married to her, because then if Elizabeth Banks dies, Sandra White will then inherit all the shares from the Happytime gang because she's the actual spouse of the last living member. So it's not a stupid idea, but it's really convoluted, and at this point, I don't care. And it was a waste of Elizabeth Banks. However, next time a trivia question comes up on name an Elizabeth Banks movie, I've got one.
She's great.
I gotta imagine that comes up a lot.
Yeah.
I would imagine that all the people who worked on this film had a really, really great time. I'm not, gonna say that they made a mistake, but I can see why this movie tanked.
Okay.
This movie's budget was $40 to $47 million. It raked in $27.5 million.
That's too much.
Ouch.
So now it lives on Netflix for the world to watch.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, Andre, did you have questions before we get to a rating?
Okay. I guess...
you're happy you didn't watch this with me.
Yes, I'm very happy. That's not a question, though. That's just a known fact. I feel like you can see from your summary. So how was the puppetry in this one? It
was really good.
Okay.
Yeah, was it well
they're
done?
Embracing green, so similar to how they did the Dark Crystal Uprising, they are embracing green screen technology. So the most common way that they're doing it is that they'll have the puppet itself will be they'll have long poles, and then the puppeteer will be standing behind them either at full height or at half height, manipulating the arms and potentially the legs. So they're dressed up in the green screen gimp suit. The poles are covered in the green screen material. So they're no longer doing the at least for certain shots, they're not doing the thing where they would build the stage raised, and then the characters would be under the stage with their arms sticking up. They're not doing that anymore, or at least not for for some of the movie they are, but not the whole film. So it was good, and the designs are really, really good. They made a cow puppet milk.
Yeah, I guess that's impressive in a way.
They did that.
In a way.
And they gave a puppet a pussy.
Yep, they did that.
With a very, very large clitoris.
Great.
Okay.
Very happy to know that.
I feel like
great mental image I have.
All right, I think we're going to rating now.
Yeah. More rating. It's a Mitchell Zero because they made a movie, but there's so many little asterisks and footnotes I want to put onto that because it's yes, Brian, make more movies. I like the concept of entertainment, Henson alternatives.
Yeah. Okay.
I love that idea. I think that there is a reality or / version of this movie that may have not been as bad. I think they just really leaned too hard into the fact that we could be racy and adult,
just because,
and sexy, and we're just going to run away with that.
Right.
Which is why we've got a 45-second puppet ejaculation scene.
Yep. That's a thing.
Yeah, that is a thing.
Should probably go see a doctor about that.
Yep.
So,
puppet Viagra.
Mitchell Zero, or if I really have to give it a ranking, I'll give it a 1 out of 5. Melissa McCarthy snorting sugar.
I feel like wait. So Mitchell Zero's half a star.
What?
The Mitchell Zero's half a star. You're giving it a 1?
I'm giving it more than half a star because I want to see puppets and these puppeteers working.
Okay.
And you know what? Special shout out because Bill Beretta is working. He's involved in a new show.
Okay.
That's not for adults. It's for kids. Called The Barbarian and the Troll. I watched a teaser for it. It was about 6 minutes long. It looks really cool. It's She-Ra-ish, so empowered female character, but with some attitude and Muppet-esque humor.
Okay.
And it's coming to a Nickelodeon near you.
Nice.
Channel, not the theater.
I went to the Nickelodeon and I got
the old Nickelodeon. Get out of the way. Oh my. No, I'm doing voices. What has become of me? I support this. It was great to see Kevin Clash be in things again. But this movie is just bad.
Okay. All right. Well,
unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's very unfortunate.
I'm sorry for the 40-minute.
Oh no, we're good.
I feel like I went on a journey on that one.
Yeah, I think that was more so we were interested in that and we're distracted along the way.
I have a crazy mental picture of this movie.
Some other things that I wrote just while doing this was I guess there was this part where somebody was eating some pie because I wrote the words "Now I want pie."
Okay.
And I guess I really liked, I liked Phil Phillips because I wrote 4 times, Phil is likable. The main character is likable. I like this puppet.
All right.
Okay.
Speaking of things we like, we have a commercial from our friends at Dad's on Dayquill, and we love them. The Gnome, the Dome, and the Stoned take you into their show, Dad's on Dayquill. We'll be back after this.
In a world filled with COVID and chaos, 3 dads bring to you a riot of entertainment every hump day.
Hump day! We are Jordan, a.k.a. the Gnome.
Josh, a.k.a. the Dome.
AJ, aka The Stoned.
And together, we're dads on Dayquill.
Between the three of us, we have 10 kids.
That we know about.
We're talking about you, Johnny Six. Sit down, turn up the volume, and crack a cold one as we bring you a glimpse into our dad lives. We break down our weekly events with our dad stories and tons of shout-outs.
Dad Corner.
We bring you dad games. We also cover music, movies, and all things entertainment. Hell, we even bring you the Stone Safe House for off-the-wall references.
Heyo!
So come check us out on your favorite podcast platform, even if you prefer certain platforms that we don't. Yeah, we're talking about you, Google Podcasts.
Meow.
Dad's out.
That was promo from our friends, Dads on Dayquill. If you're not checking them out, why aren't you? Check them out, of course, after listening to the rest of us. So we moved now to our news segment. It's called hashtag Cash or Trash. If you've got a Cash or Trash suggestion for us, tag us on Twitter at Game4MovieP1. Hashtag Cash or Trash. Tell us what you think we should do for Cash or Trash. Anything recent that is on streaming services, because everybody's still stuck inside for the most part for right now. Although we're really close to a fully vaccinated podcast, which is great.
Yeah.
Really close. So I will start us off. The other thing that I had watched that is on Netflix, it's called Bad Trip. It's Little Ray, it's Eric Andre, and Tiffany Haddish. Eric Andre and Little Ray steal Tiffany Haddish's car. Tiffany is supposed to be a just got out of prison and is the sister to Little Ray. Eric meets up with, and obviously these are all character names and stuff like that. They have real character names, but I'm just giving you the actors right now.
Yeah, right. Eric Andre, yeah.
Eric Andre meets up with his high school crush, and she's like, if you're ever in New York, so he decides to drive with Lil Ray from Miami to New York to talk to her. Along the way, it's hidden camera, like antics, pranks, that kind of stuff. If you've seen one of these prank shows, like Bad Grandpa or something like that, this takes it up to 11. Like, there is a part where they literally get their dicks together in a Chinese finger trap, and they walk into places with their dicks out in this Chinese finger trap. Like, it is not meant to be something that's like, I don't know, it's not supposed to be for kids for sure, but it's not supposed to be like your tame pranks. There's a part where Eric Andre loses all his clothes and is just naked in front of a guy.
All right.
Yeah, so it goes way off the charts, 211. Like, I actually think the end of the movie had less crazy pranks than the beginning of the movie.
Huh, okay.
So it kind of tames down as it goes, which is weird. But yeah, it's hysterical. I actually really enjoyed it. If you like these prank shows and stuff like that, you'll definitely like it. This one is, I think, superior of the prank show movies. It's better than like Bad Grandpa. Obviously Jackass is better because Jackass. But the Impractical Jokers movie is another recent one that I thought of, and it's not it's not as good, I don't think.
So I guess my dumb like if I liked the Eric Andre show, would I like this movie?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, okay, 100%. Gotcha. Okay. Instead of Hannibal, it's now Lil Ray. That's basically it. But the funny thing is they can take it completely serious. Like, the entire plot is an actual movie plot that just so happens to have them doing pranks that kind of fit. And then at the end, of course, they show like a reel of them admitting to the people how you were on camera, this was a prank, blah, blah, blah. Which is hysterical because there's a part where literally he uses the safe word, and I didn't know they had a safe word before. He literally uses the safe word at a point, and it kind of is really like, oh shit, he's actually might get his ass beat.
What's the safe word?
It was poppers.
Poppers?
Poppers.
I feel like you're good. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I feel like you could work that into a conversation.
He doesn't work it into a conversation. He's like talking with this guy, and the guy's like, dude, get the fuck out of my face, and then like stands up, and Eric goes, all right, poppers, 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 and then like runs away. So, it is a dumb movie. don't expect anything smart. But if you like these kind of movies, it's really enjoyable. The pranks are hysterical. I laughed really hard. It's one of those movies I expected to be on my phone the whole time, and I put the phone down to watch the end of it. That's how much it got me.
That's good praise.
Yeah. So, yeah. You guys don't really have one per se per person. I think we had two you were going to talk about, so... Whoever wants to talk about the first one, jump in there.
Well, sure. So it's a superhero combo of sorts.
Okay.
So Jill and I just started Invincible on Amazon. It's a superhero and adult animated superhero TV show on Amazon Prime. I think 4 episodes are out at the time of recording.
Yes.
And so we've only just seen the first one, and they're paced at about like 40 minutes each, so not quite an hour long.
Okay.
What's that?
I think the first one was like closer to an hour.
Yeah, the first one was closer to an hour. You're right, but I think they're timed to be within an hour, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, first impressions. I mean, it seems like a solid show. I mean, this is based off of an existing comic book series, but it's like not a super long one, right? Like closer to like Watchmen in length.
Yeah.
If I'm right on that, Mike.
It's a finished series.
Like it's been finished for quite some time.
So it's definitely longer than Watchmen. But yes, it's been finished. It's Robert Kirkman who does Walking Dead, and basically when Walking Dead got picked up, Invincible kind of went on the back burner.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, this is obviously just like a riff off of the classic Avengers / Justice League formula. You know, this is a world where superheroes have long been an established thing, and it follows our young protagonist Mark Grayson, who is like, he's in high school. His father is Omni-Man, who might as well just be Superman.
Mm-hmm.
He has a very similar backstory, an alien from another planet that came to this planet, and settled down. Started a family with a human woman and had a kid, and so we're starting. The series starts when Mark is just about to gets his powers, and his dad basically has to teach him the old, like, how to control his powers, how to be a superhero, how to be like him.
With great power comes great responsibility.
It's puberty, but different.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and again, the key part of the backdrop is that superheroes are an established thing. So it's like, oh, all right, you got your powers. Well, now it's time to meet my guy, the costume guy, that like the tailor that makes all the costumes.
Yes.
It was voiced by Mark Hamill, and he's great.
Yep.
I thought Andre was like, "Do you recognize who that person was?" I'm like, "A Jewish actor."
No, that's the thing. Like, what was the guy's name? It was
very Jewish.
Yeah, it was very Jewish.
I'm trying to remember, dude.
It wasn't. Oh gosh,
not Anthony Goldstein.
Not Anthony Goldstein. Not J.K. Rowling's very good Jewish wizard named Anthony Goldstein.
Hold on, I'm
it's
looking this
something
up.
like that, though. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. But so it starts out pretty not like tropey, but like in a good way.
Yeah.
And obviously, I can't talk about this without spoiling. But not everything is as it seems.
Art Rosenbaum.
What's that? Mark Rosenbaum.
Art Rosenbaum.
That's a fair Jewish tailor name.
Yep. Voiced by the Gentile Mark Hamill. We were just watching Avatar, and he voices the main villain, Fire Lord Ozai. So his voice is fresh in my mind. So
that's fair.
Anyways, I feel like that's a lot of time for a character that shows up for maybe 2 minutes in the episode. But either way, yeah, I don't know. The characters are likable. So far, again, this is just first impressions.
Yeah.
The characters are likable. The episode ending definitely has us hooked and has us wanting more.
Yep.
We can't really say more on that, but all I can say is that it's an enthusiastic, hey, check this out. It seems very interesting. And, I mean, it's a finite, complete story already, and it seems to have a lot of fan following, so excited to watch more. It is cash.
2 caches. There we go.
Yeah.
And so then, Jill, you'll take over our last one then.
Yeah. Also superhero themed. It is Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Of course.
Which is part of the Marvel universe, Marvel Cinematic Universe takeover of our TVs and computers. And for those of you who might not be in the know, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier takes place right after the events of Endgame and roughly probably right after the events of WandaVision. Those That series actually has not been referenced once. And we're following along with what happens after Sam Wilson is given the shield by now no more Captain America, Steve Rogers, and what happened to Bucky Barnes. And we're 3 episodes in, and for a limited series, it only has 6 episodes. Andre and I walked out of the first episode thinking, that was alright, but that wasted a lot of time.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm in the same boat on that.
Yeah, both Bucky and Sam spent no time together in the first episode.
Which is fine. I don't have a problem with that.
Which is fine.
But we
were busy establishing their wants and needs and what they're up to right now. We were introduced to one of the villains of the series, the Flag Smashers, although we don't really know what they're about.
Right.
But once again, for a 6-episode series called The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, that was quite a bit of time taken up setting things up and ending it with them not interacting. So first episode, okay, not really sure where this is going. Second episode was a better improvement. Now Bucky and Sam are together. They're going out to try and figure out what's going on with the Flag Smashers. Clearly, they have enhanced abilities. Potentially, there's some super soldier serum afoot.
Mm-hmm.
We get some more about the Flag Smashers. And we get to meet the new Captain America because Sam, in the first episode, didn't hold on to the shield.
Right.
He gave it back.
Yeah.
Which was, I figured that was something that was going to happen. So we're introduced to the Marvel Cinematic Universe's. I guess it's not the cinematic because it's a TV show. So
yeah.
They're still called the MCU.
Okay, the MC Universe's equivalent of John Walker, the new Captain America. Played by
Wyatt Russell.
Okay, side note, he's apparently getting, this is inevitable, I guess, but he's getting death threats from shitheads.
Yes.
It's just not cool.
It pisses me off.
Yeah, it's so dumb. I mean, I guess you would have had to have expected it, but it's still not fucking okay.
He's an actor. He didn't write the show.
If you want to send death threats to somebody, Jesus fucking Christ, why this guy?
Yeah, right, exactly. You need to separate the character from the actual actor.
And I can't think of him as I can't think of him as anything else as the best friend of Channing Tatum in 22 Jump Street.
Oh my God, you're right. He is in 22 Jump Street. Wow, that's him. How could you hate that guy?
Right? How could you hate that guy? Just think of him as that, the football player.
And the second episode of the series is a really good, the first scene of the episode, we meet him, we get to see the weight of him taking on the mantle of Captain America.
Right.
He doesn't want to mess this up. He knows what this means.
Yep.
And then the rest of the episodes does a really great job of making you hate him.
Yep.
Yeah. They did he's really great in that he's definitely believable as that douchebag guy that peaked in high school. You know what I mean? Like definitely got that vibe. Like, yeah, I went to high school with 3 of these guys.
Me too.
Yeah.
We also get to meet some other characters, including potentially another super soldier serum participant.
Okay.
Who I don't want to spoil too much, but there's some really interesting ramifications with that one.
Yep.
And the second episode ends with both Bucky and Sam acknowledging they have no leads. They can't work. They refuse to work with new Captain America and his sidekick. So what do they got? They got Hydra. Well, Hydra doesn't exist anymore, but there's someone out and about who really hates Hydra, who's pretty smart and might have some leads on where to go.
And definitely has
a very good, accurate recreation of this character's dance moves.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, it definitely has good dance moves.
And the second episode ends with them cutting to Baron Zemo sitting in jail.
So we're just
listening.
Is this now just like a Captain Falcon or Captain Falcon? Wow, Jesus Christ!
Captain Falcon.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier spoiler cast. Is that where we're at now?
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
I overdid it. I got too zealous.
I know. All right, hold on to episode 3. Just hold on to it.
Yeah.
Hold on to it.
Yeah.
So we've got some characters on the board now.
You've seen the gif of him dancing. That is not something that we spoiled.
That gif of him dancing gives me life.
It's amazing.
I'm just saying, I needed that.
Might be my favorite shot of the show so far.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
I would say that it did take about until the third episode for me to kind of go from being meh to okay.
Let's do it. Yeah.
I'm okay on it. Like, I still like it. We'll watch the rest of it.
We're gonna watch it,
and we've been watching it as it comes out.
Marvel consumes my life.
What's that?
Marvel consumes my life, so
exactly,
you know.
Right? Yes, we are marks when it comes to stuff.
Like, if you are like, if there's anything to walk away from, I would say that we knew what WandaVision was going to be setting up within the next phases. We have a general sense now that we've seen the Loki trailer that just dropped today of what that might be setting up. But it's not really clear what films... now I'm going to be referring to the end of episode 2. Mm-hmm. It's not really clear what this is setting up for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Maybe it's not setting up anything, which is totally fine. It's just the transition series to explain why characters might have different alter ego names in future films. Who knows?
And again, I'm good if like none of these things tie into the cinematic universe in any way, shape, or form. If they are just like filler TV shows, yeah, they're standalone and they're miniseries.
And that's what I'm wondering is that what this is? This the purpose of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier is pretty much filler. It'll explain why some characters might have different names moving forward, and we used it as as a device to introduce new locations and other characters that might be more meaningful in future films, be it from the Disney Marvel canon or the newly acquired 20th Century Fox canon.
Right. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see where they go. I will be honest, in 2 episodes, I am leaning more on the trash side than the cash side.
I didn't want to call it full on trash, but after the second episode, I would definitely have put it more on. We need like a middle. So there's cash, there's trash.
It's supposed to be cash and trash because you have to decide. You have to decide.
I don't want to decide.
And the way I'm sitting,
to me, fine. I will decide. To me, right now, the series is too well executed for me not to call it cash.
Okay.
That being said, it's definitely not as cash as I feel like I'm breaking the rules. So not as cash as WandaVision. I'm not nearly as hooked as it was.
So I will sit.
No, go for it.
I'll sit on the opposite. I am currently sitting at trash.
Right.
And I think obviously we've seen the 3rd episode. We're not trying not to spoil it. 3rd episode got me more there, but I'm still sitting at trash just because we are now halfway through the 6 episode arc, and that's the first time where you've made me say, "Okay, cool." Obviously, I'm still gonna watch it.
You took the words out of my mouth for a 6-part series. The fact that it only took until the 3rd episode to really be like, all right, interesting. And even then, the 3rd episode is by no means perfect. There are still some pretty big things where it's like, okay, we're moving into episode 4, and I'm still drawing blanks on some of these things.
Yep.
How long are the next 3 episodes going to be?
Right. Because
my attention span, this is a TV series. You can't ask me to sit here for a 90-minute episode 5 and another 90-minute episode 6 and think I'm going to walk away from it being like, wow, that was worth it.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
Something that I will note is that I was reading a thing that said when pitched the concept for Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Anthony Mackie was really hesitant because he was concerned that it wouldn't transition well and he didn't want to be part of the first Marvel thing to fail. And I really, and I don't think this is going to fail. I think the numbers are already in its favor. I think the show, problems aside, is filmed really well. I think that the mystery and the story is going to pay off, hopefully, knock on wood. But it is an interesting thing. Is this where the bloat and the glass ceiling finally starts to come into focus?
I don't think that's going to happen.
We're still... Well, go for it, Mike, sorry.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, and I've seen Outside the Wire, so obviously Anthony Mackie doesn't care that much about being in a thing that sucks. And again, please, this is nothing against Anthony Mackie, because I actually think he was really great in it, but being really great in something that sucks still sucks.
Yep.
I found out also that Anthony Mackie loves the Golden Girls.
Oh,
and that really touches my heart a bit. He met Betty White, and apparently she was like, if I was 40 years younger.
Oh my.
Yes. I will ship those two, young Betty White and Anthony Mackie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what a pair.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think honestly, the fact that we were basically forced into a year-long break from Marvel content.
Yeah, it was the best thing that could have happened to it.
Yeah, maybe not so many words, but yes, it's definitely a big boon because right now Marvel interest is still strong. Like, if this was coming out, like, 6 months after, Endgame or something like that, maybe it would have been like, okay, I don't need to watch this right now. But, like, right now, like, WandaVision was fresh enough. It was a fun watch. It was fun to jump back into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And so I'm still enjoying my time again after a year break from it, right?
Yeah.
So I think that this is still going to do well enough, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I think at this point they would need a Fan4 Stick level disaster.
Which is not. This is totally it's not even close.
This absolutely is not that. And to be fair, I think unless Feige has a stroke and loses his mind and greenlights something on Fan4 Stick proportions, then there's more than that being a problem.
Yeah.
Like this.
I think they have enough of a plan now.
Yeah, exactly. I was watching a thing on YouTube that was talking about Zack Snyder's Justice League, which is a conversation for a different day. But they were making a really good point that DC's cinematic universe was in the lap of one guy, that's his vision, versus Marvel, which originally was going to be Joss Whedon's thing, and then Joss got burnt out and backed out, and that really opened up the gates to let's have somebody up at the top of Kevin Feige kind of do the broad strokes and then bring in all of these different directors to fill them in with their own take and personality and color. Give this the tapestry that is the MCU character versus dark and drab and monotone.
Which is why we have now Patty Jenkins' Wonder Woman or Shazam or something like that.
And even Aquaman.
Even Aquaman, yeah. Oh, James Wan's Aquaman. But, yeah, that's great.
Where was I going with this? With regards to like the Marvel, like I really feel that because it's so well, they have they've got a great guy at the helm. And I'm sure he's already thought about his successor and what that's going to look like. I think they have a giant binder of the next 20 years.
Yeah, I agree.
Of Marvel planned.
All right, we are sitting at an hour 46 before I cut it down, so I really need to go. I love talking with you guys, so I didn't want to like cut it short or anything like that.
You can cut short my accidental summary of Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Okay,
we're good for right now.
And you went for it.
We're good for right now.
Go for it. And there's a lot of things you can cut from my puppet disaster film.
Nothing's being touched of that besides the one part. No, but thank you guys very much. I've been your host, Mike, for Game for a Movie. I've been joined by
Andre
and Jill.
Thank you guys for listening to Game for a Movie, where we ask, are you game for a movie? We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.